Yo, what's going on, guys? GZTV here, back with another video. Is this thing on? Right, today, we're going to be talking about, or tonight, technically, it's like 11:20 at night. I have an NBA stream going on, but I paused it to come on here and give you guys some NBA recap stuff. Colgate and Wisconsin's the last college game, so pretty much right after this video, we're going to be hopping into the college games. I watched a decent amount today. But let's start off by getting into my Celtics and Kings. Great game for the Celtics. Not too much else to say. The Tatum and Brown duo putting up 30 for the first time in a while, I feel like. Tatum put up 32, Jaylen Brown put up 30. Not really much else for the team, but we still won. Sabonis put up a monster game of 30 and 20. I should have put that in the headline. That's some prime Kevin Love type of numbers. 21 for Justin Holiday, one of his better games of the season, I feel like. No De'Aaron Fox. I mean, that's really their biggest weakness. Harrison Barnes putting up 0 in 24 minutes. He's a very inconsistent player in this league, but I'm fine with it when they play us. But, yeah. Tomorrow's there's only 4 games. Alright, so we won't have a lot of basketball to cover tomorrow. We'll have a decent amount, but Mavs, Sixers, Embiid and Harden lead the Sixers over the Mavericks by 10. Obviously, the Mavericks are looking very dominant recently, so getting a win against them is pretty big time. Luka didn't score as much as he usually does. He didn't have a very good shooting night, to be honest, but 24 for Jalen Brunson for the Mavericks. I mean, looking at the losing side here first, and Luka Doncic was 17 and 10. And by the way, I didn't watch a whole lot of NBA basketball today, just little snippets of each game. I was mostly paying attention to March Madness, and there's a really close game going on right now, so I kind of regret making this video right now, but looking at the other side, Embiid had 32 and Harden had 24 and 12, starting to become an amazing duo in this league. Yeah, 2 really good teams going at it there tonight. Next is the Wizards and Knicks, one of the closer games of the night. Randall and Barrett helped the Knicks hold on to beat the Wizards by 3. You had Porzingis putting up 18 and 11 for the Wizards, but that's about it. KCP kind of struggling to get on this game. Looking at the other side, more of a team effort for the Knicks. They were running a 9-man squad. So, 18 and 17 for Julius Randle, 15 and 12 for Mitchell Robinson. They were grabbing boards. That was for sure in this game, but yeah. That's really about it for that game. Moving on, I can't really say much because, can't really say much because I didn't watch a lot of the basketball games today. But looking at the Lakers and Raptors, this was probably the best game of the night just because it went into OT, and LeBron is like 21 points away from getting being the second best scorer in NBA history. James scored 35. Lakers beat the Raptors in OT, and they snapped their 3-game skid. Finally, the Lakers can win a damn game. That's good. Russell Westbrook hit a clutch 3, though. Guys, this is one of Russell Westbrook's best games we've seen him play in a while, and I gotta say I'm proud of the guy. After all the hecklings, after all the attacks of his family, he comes out and puts up 22, 10, and 10 for the Lakers. Fantasy-wise, that's probably better than LeBron's game. LeBron had 36. Looking at the Raptors, though, man, the Raptors are a damn good team. So the Lakers beating them can tell you quite a bit of things. I mean, they beat the Raptors with a Scotty Barnes putting up 31 and 17. What a rookie fucking season this guy's having. I mean, as a rookie, let's see what Scotty Barnes ranks in the league. He's a top 70 scorer. He's a top 40 rebounder, top 70 passer, top 80 efficiency. That's very good. He's top 100 in every category as a damn rookie. That's really good. Fred VanVleet tacked on 20. And Gary Trent, although somewhat a inconsistent player, 23 is pretty good. Congratulations to the Lakers for finally winning a game after a long skid. Seemed like a long skid. I guess it really wasn't. Hawks and Grizzlies. Bogdanovich scores 30. As I said, Bogdanovich is one of the best bench players in the league, and he proves it tonight as the Hawks beat Morant and the Grizzlies by 15. That's a big, big margin to win by against a 48 and 23 team, and now the Hawks are at 500. They got to win another game to get above that mark. Looking at the Grizzlies, Steven Adams, he only put up 3 points in 30 minutes. That's definitely a weakness, having a center that can't score double digits every night in today's game. But John Morant put up 29 points, so that's good. He had 11 rebounds, I guess, Steven Adams. Looking at the Hawks, Bogdanovich carried the load. 30 points off the bench in 30 minutes. 30 and 30, like, that's ridiculous. Nobody else really had that good of a game. They didn't have Trae Young, so they needed this Bogdanovich performance. So that's nice. Shout out to the Hawks. Let's check college basketball. Still a good game. Let's look at Trailblazers and Nets. This was a pretty solid game. Durant and Curry lead the next back to beat the Trailblazers by 5. KD had a good game. You know, when Kyrie's not playing, you got to expect Kevin Durant to have a good game. But looking at the Trailblazers side, shout out to Williams for having 24 and Josh Hart tacking on 25 with that. That's pretty nice. They have some decent rising stars on that team, I guess. Looking at the Nets, you know, you had 38 for Kevin Durant, 10 assists for Goran Dragic. I mean, he was facilitating. That's nice. 27 for Seth Curry. Man, Seth Curry has potential. Like, if he went to an absolutely shitty franchise, he could possibly be, like, the best player on the team. Like, you know what I'm saying? There's no way there's not a team out there that would make him their star player. Like, to be honest. Shooting 7 for 11 from 3, 9 for 14. I know that's not a regular thing for Seth Curry, but when you give him the damn shots, and obviously we'd have to see what he'd do. This is very hypothetical if he took over as a superstar position, but star player position. But yeah, I mean, he has potential to be a really good option for a bad team out there. Looking at the Nuggets, Cavs, another great game, another OT thriller. Cavs topped the Nuggets by 3 in OT, and they end Denver's road win streak. You know, Denver's been very dominant recently, and again, another 2 good teams. These were some pretty good games tonight. It's just college basketball was on. Not as many upsets today there. I'll talk about that in a little bit, don't worry. But looking at the losing team, the Nuggets, 20 points for Aaron Gordon. That is nice. And 32 and 10 for Jokic, still couldn't win. I mean, Monte Morris in 20 minutes, you got to put up more than 2 points. That's probably the weak link there. Looking at the Cavs side, 31 and 10 for Lauri Markkanen, 27 and 11 for Mobley, 25 and 14 for Darius Garland. My goodness, what a game! This is why I love this Cavaliers team. Mobley and Garland, in particular, they're becoming this Trae Young Capella duo. Except the luxury is that Evan Mobley's a better scorer than Capella. Like, that's kind of what it is. And Darius Garland makes the passes look so easy out there. I mean, he's one of the best passers in the league. He's a top 10 passer in the league. I mean, and you can argue he's one of the best. Like, obviously, statistically, it doesn't say he's, like, the best. But if you look at some of the passes he's made this season, man. Anyways, let's move on to Thunder and Heat. Heat obviously taking care of business. Hero has 26 points. I mean, are we really surprised? Is that really the headline, ESPN? We got to stop being surprised at stuff like that. The East leading Heat beat the Thunder by 12, so they're going to continue to lead. I mean, a great Heat team. Looking at the losing Thunder, though, Pokusevski putting up 10 and 15, solid there. Shea obviously putting up 26. He's the star player. He has to put up fucking damn near 40 every night if they want to win. Looking at the bench, Trey Mann put up 25, so that's pretty cool to see a bench player put up 20 points. It's always good. I always like seeing it. It's cool. Looking at the Heat, Tyler Hero put up 26. That's literally it. That's literally it on the stat sheet. So let's move on from here. I'm listening on to Family Ties. Honestly, that might be copyright. Let's just turn that down a little bit. I don't think you guys could hear it, but hold on a second. Let's look at Pacers Rockets. 2 teams that are kind of on the brink of not making the playoffs. Pacers are in a little better shape, but you know what I mean. Brogdon and Batazde, man, Goga Batazde has actually been playing really good recently. They lead the Pacers to a 3-point win over the Rockets, which beating the Rockets by 3 isn't a big feat. 23 points for Goga, 25 for Malcolm Brogdon, but don't forget my boy Jalen Smith coming off the bench and putting up 17 and 10. He's a very likable player. I like Jalen Smith. Let's move on to the Rockets. I mean, 32 and 13 for Christian Wood. Great game. 20 points for Jalen Green, the rookie. Their weakness is probably Jayshawn Tate putting up 6 points in 23 minutes. Sometimes I like looking at the weakness of teams. Sometimes I don't, because sometimes it's really not necessary. And again, like I said, the Colgate and Wisconsin game is still a good contest. Getting into the last 3 games of the night, starting with the Pelicans and Spurs. Pelicans strengthen their play-in hopes. I mean, they're looking really good. They're one of the best teams that aren't in the play-in right now. They're amazing. They beat the Spurs by 33. Just looking at this box score, man, because that's pretty much all I have to go off of. I didn't really watch any games. By the way, the Spurs played like shit, honestly. Spurs did not play good, but you had Valanciunas putting up 16 and 12, and you had CJ McCollum putting up 20. So a pretty solid game. Obviously, we don't have Ingram playing. Herbert Jones is a pretty decent backup for him, but yeah, that's pretty much that game. Clippers, Jazz, Gobert and Butler lead the Jazz to a 29-point victory over the Clippers. We're getting into some pretty shit games here in the early window. Clippers are another team that played like shit tonight. Really didn't have any standout superstars, but looking at the Jazz, they had a 19 and 16 game by Rudy Gobert. Still the best rebounder in the league. Amazing. Jordan Clarkson, 20. And Jared Butler coming out of nowhere off the bench and putting up 21. I mean, if he can put up 21, this is just one of those moments where down the stretch we can find some guys that can put up some numbers, Let's get into the last game of the night, Bulls and Suns. Game just ended, so there's really nothing on the game. Bulls played like shit, too. Bulls are another team that didn't really play that good tonight. I don't know how the Suns are so good without CP3. They are amazing without CP3. 57 wins, dude. They could go 68 and 14, dude. And they haven't had CP3 in a minute. 20 and 12 for Ayton, 28 for D-Book. And yeah, that's pretty much going to cap it off. And again, the Colgate-Wisconsin game is still going on, and it's still a fair contest. So I'll be on here in like a couple, probably like 5 to 10 minutes to give you guys that. But as always, it has been GZ TV giving you guys the best sports content. I mean, I could watch that on my phone like live right now. Watch a little bit of it with you guys because I still have time on my recap video to kind of talk to you guys. I'll commentate a little bit of this college game. Let's see here. It is 62 to 56. Okay, a minute 47. As of now, Colgate is kind of out of this game, but they have an official review. I'm kind of wondering what they're going over here. I have my stream waiting. I literally have my stream waiting. I've been on AFK ever since I started this video. Yeah, we're grinding out XP in that game. We're like 36,000 XP away from Ray Allen. So that's cool. Okay, interesting camera angles. I'm not sure. I can't believe Illinois almost lost to Chattanooga. I can't be really that surprised. They almost beat a. I can't talk about college basketball. Actually, never mind. I gotta let this. I gotta let my separate videos speak for themselves. Let me talk to my stream real quick. My Twitch. Most likely Colgate isn't winning this game. I'm gonna be honest. But here we go. Wisconsin could really put it away with a bucket here. Let's see what they do. They're a third seed. Like stuff like this is not a good look. Wow. That's game. Do I really have to commentate this anymore? This is damn game. We're gonna have to talk about this here in a couple minutes. Ain't no way. Colgate for 3. They're not gonna call anything. Don't even foul. Don't even bother. Guys, don't bother. Don't bother. Anyways, it's been GZTV. Leave a like, comment, subscribe. I'm kind of live commentating this game. It's pretty much fucking over, though. Hopefully you enjoyed the sports content. I'm giving you guys a college basketball day 2, round 1, day 2 recap. So that's going to be good. They're going to fucking commercial break for whatever damn reason. So I'll catch you guys at the end.